Ask Tom on Home Show.
Tim from Ellington needs a remodel resolution.
That's because he is trapped between the contractor and a designer, Tom. And
okay.
that's a bad place to be, right? He says we have two problems with this remodel we did. The first one was when they reset the bathtub in the master bathroom. The tub is not level, so the water that washes up on the side tends to go to the corner and drain out onto the floor. And in the kitchen, he says the countertop is not level, and water that washes out of the drain or whatever runs down toward the living room. The designer who hired the contractor said, well, nobody's perfect, and live with it. We have paid for all of it. What can we do? Should I demand that they fix it, or what? Does he even have any recourse at all, Tom?
I don't think he can make anybody do anything. I don't know if the designer hired the contractors, if he hired the contractors, did he save any money? I will tell you this, those two issues are going to be very expensive to make whole, to make better. And they're very poor. It was poorly done. Whatever the experience or skill set of those particular contractors, or maybe it was the same one for that matter, and maybe it's one of those guys that says, hey, I can do it all myself, me and my two-man crew. It doesn't work that way. Plumbers know better. When they set those tubs, and those plumbers come in early on to set the tub, they set them to where they drain properly. And I watch a good plumber will spend a lot of time setting those tubs exactly how they need to be set. And it's same with good quality countertop people. I'm not sure what kind of countertop was set, but when they come in, they make sure that it's level and true and everything else. Countertop you can live with a little bit because hopefully you don't get too much splash over, but the tub can be a real issue. How can he make them do something? I don't know. I can't get into the middle of that. But I will warn people this. When you go into a remodel job and you get a conflict between a designer and a contractor, remember you picked them. So you put yourself in that place, and I don't want you to put yourself in that place. I really don't. Mm-hmm. When you hire a remodeling company, they should have a designer on staff. They should be having a plumbing company do the plumbing. They should have an electrician do the electrical. They should have the tile people. And everybody's checking on one another because they're all working together as a team. And this is where you get good remodelers, which is the most difficult thing you can do in the industry. I can build skyscrapers. It's easier than doing a remodel job with all the little detail work in somebody's home because it takes so many eyes and hands to make sure it's done right. So be careful who you hire. But right now, this person, he's going to have to get that tub fixed or be very careful if he's getting a lot of water splash off on there. Mm. I don't know what else to tell him. If it's just a tub, if it's a shower, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a tub. You could see it on the lip and on the counter,
yeah.
And I guess.
So no splashing and doing flips and stuff in the tub. Get in gently. So light the candles, put on the music, that kind of thing.
To fix that, I mean, the only way to do it is going to be to pull the tub out and reseat it back in there. Isn't that right? I mean,
well, and look at the picture. There's all that little tile work around it. You're going to lose that tile work on the wall. And so, yeah, you'd have to remove at least 6 inches of the wall. Hopefully you can still get the tile because it was just done, and reset that entire tub, and then go ahead and put the wall back together and the tile back on the wall. So it can be done. Anything can be done. The resolution was who do they blame and who's going to do it. I'm not involved with that threesome at all.
All right. And I imagine the kitchen counter would be a similar situation where they're going to have to take it off, reseat it.
You have a backsplash. I don't have a picture of the kitchen counter.
I forgot all about the backsplash.
But it might just be I don't know if it's granite or what it is, but if it's just granite and they remove just a 4-inch splash, not so difficult. If it's tiled to it, then they got to remove the tile and the wall again and lift the whole thing up and do it to where it's draining properly. But I don't know if the countertop, unless it's really off, is that big of a deal because you usually don't get a lot of water splashing on a countertop. But the tub, I can see where that can be a real problem.
All right. Do you have a question? Tom will solve your problem. Go ahead and click on that blue Ask Tom button right there at HomeShowRadio.com. Click on that blue button. It'll take you to this page where you can tell us whether you're going to send us a video or write us a question. Most people write, and that's okay. But you can send us pictures because just like we saw there, when you see the picture, it's easy to see what the problem is, and it helps us do a better job for you. And Tom wants to do a better job. There he is. There we are. And
yes.
I hit the wrong button. Anyway, yes. I'm the one who switches the stuff here in case you're wondering. Ooh. Anyway, we... Tom likes to do a good job, and I aim for a good job too. But we post a new one of these every day on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and of course at HomeShowRadio.com.